Why do I keep going? Well, it must be because I enjoy it. I enjoy being curious about things and I enjoy finding out new things. Like a few years ago, they wanted to cover over the old post boxes and cover over the old royal crests. I mean, that to me just seems a bit ridiculous. And if you want tourists to come to Hong Kong, they need to come here because it's a little bit different, you know, and the colonial history to me is what makes Hong Kong special. 大家好，我叫做 David Bellis 或者杯大壞。
嚟自英國嘅 David 喺佢選擇定居香港之前，曾經去過澳洲 working holiday， 期間短暫嚟過香港生活短8個月。
While I was in Australia, I really missed Hong Kong, so I signed up for my first Cantonese night class in Sydney. I had to go back to the UK to be best man for some friends, and then I got a job and I just saved up the money, and when I have enough money, I come back to Hong Kong.David 喺香港住咗28年，佢曾經做過電腦程式員，亦都做過營業經理。喺2002年，同朋友開設咗資訊網站，佢就負責寫歷史部分。每次出 post 都引嚟好多讀者回響。直到2009年，佢自立門戶，開設咗古老網站，一個關於香港歷史嘅英語平台。透過自己收集同埋網民分享嘅資料，補完咗香港主流歷史以外嘅片段。網站至今已經有超過34000篇文章同埋2萬張相，而 David 揾資料嘅方法就離不開3件事，就係買相、睇書、查殖民政府資料啦。 So as we come in, we've got lots of books waiting to be sold. So these are my books, and then in here and here, these are everybody else's books. So storage in Hong Kong is always tricky. So just trying to keep all our history books.
睇完書就梗係睇埋相啦。
So this one you can see has come from New Mexico in America. Maybe like $110, $120. It was a surprisingly cheap one for me. The pictures, you know, obviously they were all taken here, and they've spread out around the world, and now they're coming back home to Hong Kong again.
呢一度每一張相都好有重量，唔單止係佢歷史嘅價值。David 花費喺每一張照片上面嘅錢亦都唔少，每張閒閒地都100蚊起跳。
One of the disappointing things about enjoying Hong Kong history is that of all the photos on eBay, Hong Kong photos are by far the most expensive. I'm guessing it's between 1,000 and 2,000, but I honestly don't know the actual number. So they live in here and in here. So most of them are in here. So nothing very high tech. So the big problem in Hong Kong for photos, first of all, is the weather.And they go mouldy and they damage. And the other problem is insects. The silverfish, the cockroach, they like to eat the photos.
雖然 David 唔太識中文，但要揾香港歷史資料，佢就話一啲難度都冇。
The colonial time, at least up until 97, from the 1840s right through, the history is all recorded in English, so it's very easy for me to search it. If I was living in Tokyo, for example, I imagine I'd have a great difficulty finding the material.
除咗 work from home， 對每件事充滿好奇嘅 David， 平日都中意四圍公，實地觀察同發掘香港有趣嘅史料。今日 David 就帶我哋認識佢嘅地頭新蒲崗。
So when I heard that name, Sun Po Kong, Sun, I thought, well, if there's a Sun Po Kong, maybe there's an old Po Kong. And if you look on the old maps, here we are. So this is the Po Kong village. It had a little hill with a village here, nicely sheltered by the hill. And it was just over behind us over here.Most of the hill was dug away by the Japanese. They needed a lot of earth and rock when they were expanding the airfield here.
根據 David 揾到嘅資料，日軍侵佔香港時曾經空襲過啟德至新蒲崗一帶，加上要擴建機場，令附近居民都要被迫撤離。喺日佔開始唔夠1年，蒲崗村就喺香港完全消失。為咗好好保存香港歷史 ，David 曾經處理過一項有關香港2戰史嘅計劃，叫做戰爭日記。佢仲話有時光機嘅話，就一定要翻去睇一睇。
One of the first diaries is from a lady called Barbara Anslow, and she very generously shared her diary from those years with us. And then I was able to go and meet her, and it became an annual visit. So we would meet up once or even twice a year.
活喺2戰時期嘅 Barbara Anslow 見證過戰爭前後，入住過由赤柱監獄改建成嘅集中營。佢筆下嘅日記就錄盡咗戰時嘅辛酸同埋重光之後嘅和平。
Sadly, she died last year. She was 100 then. So She had memories of Hong Kong right back to the 1920s. It was brilliant to talk to her and have these personal experiences. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Today, I've seen via 2 emails coming in, different families getting in touch that they haven't seen each other for many years. So when you have moments like this, it's very satisfying.
佢過去嘅所見所聞都成為咗網站上一篇篇有血有汗嘅文章。曾經 David 經常要出外公幹，每個月只有1至2個星期留喺香港，直到第2位女兒出世之後，同老婆商量決定將更多嘅時間花喺個女同埋香港歷史身上，繼而決定辭職，全職照顧個女同埋做社顧佬嘅工作。而背後默默支持佢嘅就係老婆 Grace 啦。
我估應該係佢啩，係咪你啊
？What's that?
Who's making the first move?
邊個追邊個？
邊個追邊個？
我追你。
即係我最初識佢嘅時係冇 contact 嘅，因為我基本上都 ignore 佢嘅。直至有一次我去完日本翻嚟，去即係借個藉口咁樣啦，咁話想睇相咁咪開始出去飲啤酒咯。然後就佢好 consistently 咁每逢星期六嘅晏晝放工嘅時候咧，佢就揸雞煙同我傾偈咁咯。
Grace 自問唔太中意研究歷史，但作為 David 嘅賢內助，見到老公今日嘅成就，佢都同樣開心。
其實由佢開始出書到依家過去幾年出咗本，每年1本咁樣。其實睇到越多人去開始 appreciate 佢嘅 effort，which 其實我就覺得開心嘅。如果你講錢個 aspect， 其實對我哋嚟講，即係當然重要咧，冇錢有咩唔得啦。但係其實我哋都幾 content， 即係計個數我夠啦，咁就足夠咯。咁都趁自己後生，佢又有咁嘅 interest 去 pursue 呢樣嘢，咁我又唔覺得係一個問題咁樣咯。
David 繼續堅持寫歷史，甚至為香港歷史出書。要知道堅持一件冇回報嘅事係非常之困難，但背後嘅辛酸，或者只有 David 先至知道。
By Hong Kong standards, success is usually you making a lot of money. It is not a success. You won't make a lot of money from this. Let's say a 20-something-year-old person comes and sits next to me and says, David, I love history. Can I make a living from starting my own website, Gulo 2 or something similar? I'll say, very sorry, no. Go out, get a good job, save your savings, and then when you're a bit older, you can do what you love to do.
你同你家主子有冇溫馨、感人、驚險、爆笑、獨特難忘嘅故事呢？無論你養嘅係咩寵物，如果你都想拍低你同主子獨一無二嘅故事留為紀念，又願意同大家分享，唔好猶豫啦！即刻 email 話俾我哋知，俾我哋嘅拍攝團隊報道你嘅故事啦！喵！
記得訂閱果子啦，仲要撳埋個鐘仔添啊！